And don't forget to visit teespring.com to get all your no rhyme, no reason merchandise, mugs, shirts, masks, phone cases, and so much more. That's teespring.com. That's teespring.com for all your no rhyme, no reason, and Govs Radio merchandise.
Oh my God, it's Rich Raider and Jeff Posey. They make my nipples
touch my belly button.
Welcome back to this week's episode of No Rhyme, No Reason. I'm Rich Raider with the living legend himself, Long Island's favorite son, Mr.
Jeff Posey. How you doing, everybody?
Woo! Wow, you introduced yourself like Casey Kasem almost. I like that.
That's right, Casey Kasem.
That's right.
We're going to go ahead. We're going to go count down the top 10 love songs of 1979.
Wow, really?
With this little ditty, I put it in her rear with a lollipop.
Whoa.
You know,
how old were you in 79? One.
The total of one.
Sounds like someone had a bad babysitting experience.
I was dropped.
The lollipop.
Several times.
So, Bose,
Yes.
the end of our open is teespring.com.
It was the end of our open,
but
now I added. So there's
you
more
got
stuff.
the humping photo, which
Well,
okay,
yeah, it's.
But
yes,
my teespring.com mug travels with me, folks. Look, the teespring.com shirt and mug, and evidently they're selling blazers at
$7.
and you overpaid. Now was it twofers?
Well, what was weird was when I went into the pocket, I found my hopes and
A
dreams.
mask card from a dead guy.
My hopes and dreams. My hopes and dreams I found in here.
Nice.
No, hold on, wait. I found all the stage time and everyone that wanted to go ahead and put me on. Same amount.
And your avails are in the other
my
pocket.
My avails are in the other pocket.
Nice.
Well, no, actually, I needed a truck to give my.
No, I think it's good that if you fill up at Sunoco, you get something like this. This is nice. I think
it's a step up from the bumper sticker.
They're out of soup. Is that what happened? So good. Well, I'm sure we're going to hear from people about the wardrobe any moment.
Hey, yeah.
Plus, both got a haircut, right?
Yeah, heck. I can't keep up with
I went all out this week.
Comedy comes back to New York, and you get a new blazer and a haircut.
Yeah.
Let me break it to you now.
Yeah.
You're not getting booked.
Ah, shit.
Okay. You're not going to be on a show until at least, April 2nd's a Friday.
Yes.
Okay. Pencil yourself in for like the 6th.
Of 2022.
No, the April 6th. Like somewhere there'll be like a garage show on a Tuesday. Allot yourself 7 minutes and bring a tight 3 with you and hope that there's applause.
All right.
I think you will be back in comedy, buddy.
I hope so. I truly do hope so.
Nice.
Nice. Listen, they have the Star of the Children. It's called, Save a Comic.
Yeah. So, did you get? I'm just curious.
Okay.
Did you get your clothes and your haircut at the same place?
Son of a bitch. No, I don't. I actually go to 2 separate places, and I pay the same amount for both.
$5 and $5.
$5 and $5.
Nice. All right.
Listen, I looked so.
Go on, say it. Wait, should we have Tim type it in?
No. I looked so hobo-ish last week, and I said to myself, I was like, listen, I replayed and I watched our show because I wanted to torture myself for another hour of the week.
Oof.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I barely get through the hour.
Well, what made it good was that Tim was here, so it made it more enjoyable to listen to.
It's true. We did have we had somebody worth listening to.
Exactly.
I got you.
So I was like, I looked like a hobo. I was like, what I got to do is I got to get a haircut. I got to get.
Just to be clear, though.
Yeah.
The haircut's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
Thank
a
you.
keeper.
Thank you.
Especially if they bring back the Stooges videos and stuff. You could,
Yes.
but you felt this coat was more of a non-hobo sort of attire.
for $5.85. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I did.
And you haggled them down, didn't you? There's no way you paid retail, right? So you went down. You haggled.
I did have some points over at AmVets, so I used them. Yeah,
so basically, you stole this off a coat rack at AmVets.
Listen, I mean, I couldn't visit any of the local funeral homes to haggle them down.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean.
No, you could get buried in that as long as you're going to be cremated. I think it's the way to go.
Listen, I don't think they would waste the fuel on me.
That's good. That's good. They'll just let you rot away outside on your own.
Oh my God!
So what's up, man? Are you excited? We joke about it, but are you excited about the news of? I know you've been. Me. I for a year, you and I have had the same conversation. I go, hey, boss, what's going on? And you go, fucking Cuomo, and you go off and you go off and you go off, and I go, I don't watch. I don't pay attention. I don't watch. So I know
Yes.
I know that you hang on every press conference.
Yes.
Because you drive all day and you have AM radio.
Yes.
And no life. And
exactly. 880,
right.
710.
Right. So
1010 wins.
Are those your SAT scores? Why are you bragging?
No, it's what I make in a year. Those were my paychecks.
Yeah. Where's the decimal? I just want to know what a decimal is.
Just after the 7.
Just after the 7. But I know you're a big fan, let's say, of the government.
Yes.
And
yes.
What's your thoughts about the? Now, do you think if he wasn't accused of fondling 11 teen women, that this announcement would have came out?
My question about it is, I get a kick out. They do this all the time. And you want to know what? I can feel a certain Teespring. I can feel our friends sitting there going misogynistic. What do you mean misogynistic? I didn't even get a chance to massage myself. No, that one comes out and all of a sudden. She comes out, and then she comes out, and then she comes out, and then she comes out. I was like, what were you doing?
I feel like you're about to diminish the
the Me Too movement.
Women.
No, why do they wait till the last minute?
Because you're.
Why the last minute? Why didn't they do it the day of?
The guy's the governor of New York.
Doesn't matter. Why didn't they do it the day of?
They're afraid.
But now they're not afraid. Why? They're not afraid because
they saw somebody step forward.
Why? Because they're not afraid now because they look and he only kills old people, not young people. I mean, seriously. I mean, why now? Why now?
Just to be clear here, I asked you how you felt about the announcement for the comedy clubs reopening, and now you're accusing all these women of showboating. And
motorboating.
Is that what
showboating and motorboating.
By the way, I have to interrupt you for this. Greg DiFilippo has a great line. He said, so Bosie went from wearing a jacket that looked like it was from a funeral home to now looking like he's Lieutenant Dan.
I got my magic legs.
Lieutenant Dan. If you just had Tony's leg.
Titanium, like they use in the space shuttle.
That's right.
And I'm not going to visit Greenbow, Alabama, even though I believe they're opening soon.
I believe so.
Opening like 100% on everything.
Send your avails.
Yes, I will.
Let me send him for you. He's open.
Real quick, off topic. Well, no, not off topic. But
how do you feel about the clubs opening?
Why did we talk about Cuomo then?
Because you all of a sudden, these poor women who were accusing him of inappropriate behavior, you suddenly made them the victim. They went from victims to being guilty.
Listen, I'm extremely
misogynistic.
Exactly.
Sexist.
A little spittle came.
Sexist.
Okay. I love the fact that the places are opening up. I love the fact that we get to go back and have that moment again, like how we had, June, July, whatever it was, that we were open here for about, 6 weeks? And so it's great. So finally, we're opening up. People can be inside. I listened to one club owner, and he was mentioning, I think he's got his facts off a little bit, but he was mentioning that, and if you're COVID tested, I could bring it up to 150 people inside.
Right.
I was like,
if you have testing at the place. Right?
I believe that would be, you would have to have every customer tested in order to fill that capacity, or
sure, you'd have to have rapid testing for everyone coming in to get to 150.
Right. But let's say if there's 6 or 7 people, no, you're at that.
No, what's the
you're
difference?
At that other
another
number.
144.
Yeah,
right,
I was like, no, then you're back at your original 33%.
But 33% now is good because that means April, by June now you're kicking it up. By the middle of summer, hopefully back to and if the vaccine is rolling out like they feel it's going to roll out, it's a good sign.
Well, listen, I've done my part as an American, and I gave up using my shampoo to help the production of.
Yes.
That's why. Hence the haircut.
You.
It comes
By
full
the,
circle.
by the way, I thought you were going to end that sentence after the word "up," where you just said, "I gave up."
I did give up.
because no one would argue. With that coat and that haircut, we would agree, folks. Jeff Bosey gave up.
Yeah.
So I was joking around today. I actually posted something earlier where I said, I don't want to brag, but I've been filling rooms to 33% capacity since I started comedy.
That's
we got this. Now, if we could do 33 of 33, now, because we could do that, me and you. We could sell. If me and you did a show and the club was allowed 1/3 capacity, we'd get them to 1/9.
Listen,
We would.
I was about to say, I was like, listen, you bring the 30 and I'll bring the other 3%.
Just to be clear, just so you folks know how me and Bosey do our shows, whenever we go to do a comedy show, what we do is we go up to the club owner and we go, what will we have to pay you? How much does the server and that one guy in the kitchen make so we can get on stage?
Exactly.
And then we usually leave and do a garage show.
Listen, and I also, and to make sure that we paid up for our bar tab, I make sure that, the dishes,
By the way,
bathrooms.
by the
clean,
way, I didn't want to bring this up, touchy subject, but
go ahead.
Pre-COVID,
Yes.
matter of fact, I remember you going, you know what? The next time we go out, I'm picking up the check. And then everything closed. And I'm just saying, I feel like you got off easy.
Listen, all that means is I had a year.
Mysteriously, the one time you were going to pick up a check, the world became a petri dish.
Listen,
and I'm just saying, you're out buying fancy clothes and going to these high-end fucking salons. And do I get cocktails? No, you cheap prick. No, I get nothing. I'm over here buying my own mugs. I'm advertising. Look, I'm advertising the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you
Very
doing?
nice.
You're out. You're gonna love the way you look. I got nothing. No drinks, no beers, no nothing. So you guys think it's easy working with Long Island sweetheart over here, but once the check comes, he gets T-Rex arms and that's it, and then shuts down the state. That's
I
all.
get alligator arms. Listen, all that means is I've been saving up for a year to make it even more.
So I can get a small tap beer. Great.
What's your stuff that you have in the catcher?
Yeah. Do you have
to pour it in the
squeegee shots?
squeegee shots? Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah. Could you pour that spill mat into a glass for my friend, please?
Jesus
That'd be great. So so I do miss the old days because we would come down. We would come down and watch way more shows than we were in.
Right.
And then we would go, it was great. We would this was our routine. We'd go, hey man, I'm so glad comedy's opening back up because I didn't know what to do with my $400 a week that I had. We used to come down, sit at a table, pay to get in, go eat. Yep. Great. Go to the bar afterwards, buy drinks.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'd leave and I'd be like, well, that was good. And then it was like, I'm so glad comedy's back so I can start making money. I'm like, I was saving a fortune. Are you kidding? My liver never felt better. I was saving money.
Oh my God!
Now comedy's open and that's it.
I had to admit, every time I listen, and I got to admit to this, I really do feel like such like a hobo when I'm around you.
A hobo?
It's like
wait a minute. Why are you adding around me in that sentence? I mean, listen. Please tell me a room that you're standing in where you don't go, I'm a hobo. If I took you under a bridge right now, you could say, I'm a hobo. There's no environment where you're going to go, I feel a little bit too high class for this surrounding.
Well, I
Pick
can tell
me
you.
out, Bozy.
I could tell you one place.
Where did you feel classy? Please tell me.
At my local Chili's.
You're classy at Chili's?
I am kind of classy at Chili's.
Wow.
Yeah.
What part of Alabama is your Chili's in?
Hempstead Turnpike. Bethpage.
I don't know. I've been to Chili's, and I'll be honest with you. I've seen a lot of people come and go at Chili's, and nobody ever had that jacket on.
No, well, the manager did. The manager always had.
Now,
yes.
Was it altered?
After I got into it, it was.
Yep, I heard the threads cracking when I put it on.
I can't believe I came in. What was it that one day we did the whole
Oh yeah, fat guy, a little suit.
Fat guy in a little coat.
Right.
Oh my God.
Wow. So let's say hi to a few people. My
please
buddy
do.
Greg DiFilippo, my fellow McRibber. How are you, Greg? Andrew Frender, baby. How are you? We got Liz, Johnny Lambros. Who else we got? Joan Krupiasha. How are you? And I don't know. We got Michael Blackwell.
Oh, Blackwell. He's a coworker of mine.
He is?
He is.
Whoa.
All the way down to Maryland.
We
have a
might,
twang down
maybe
there.
one week we'll have him call in and spill some beans on what Bosie does at a holiday party.
There is nothing to be said.
Maybe Michael has
Worthwhile.
some inappropriate stories about what went on in the men's room at the holiday party with you and.
It wouldn't be
saying.
Blackwell. It would have been our a coworker we had that used to work with us. And I'll tell the story because it's stupid. And
Because the
it's-
lawsuit's over?
Yes.
Okay, go
And the
ahead.
restraining order's
Go
been
ahead.
lifted.
Let's hear it.
So I had a coworker with me. His name was Sergio, and then we had another one.
Sergio.
Sergio. Well, you always have to have a Sergio.
Yes.
And then we had another coworker named Bill. There's always a Bill.
Okay.
No matter where you work, there's always a Bill. So we're at the holiday party, and for some reason,
Location, please.
I believe
Chili's?
we were in. I believe we were in Princeton.
Princeton, New Jersey?
Yes.
Okay.
Princeton, New
So
Jersey.
you were still a hobo. Go ahead.
Still a hobo.
Yep.
And me and Sergio, we both went into the bathroom. We're joking around. We've been drinking and everything. We had
Doing coke?
we off of each other's ass. And we were gentlemen like. We even like. We
Cross
practiced
swords?
and then pushed it into the butthole. And then so we even practiced social distancing by keeping one stall available for nobody, and we
Yep.
took it. So then Bill comes in, and then for some reason, I don't know what happened to me
No
because
bathroom story ends well when you say, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
No, you're either
was a couple
on a
of
milk
drinks.
carton, a police report, or Dateline. Go ahead.
So I don't know what happened, but something just a whole bunch of gas just came out of nowhere. Bill goes up
Out of who?
Out of me. Bill goes up to the urinal. Bill goes up to the urinal, already unzipped, getting ready to pee, and then I just go from behind him. Bah! And listen, the funniest thing is you son of a bitch, I can't even stop. I was like, enjoy that.
So you crop dusted the guy while he was in the middle of taking a holiday leak.
It was great.
And just to back up,
But that used to make me laugh
just
back
to
then.
back up to our previous topic, you still want to stand by the fact that you feel you're not a hobo at Chili's?
I'm not a hobo at Chili's.
All right.
I am much better
All
than
right.
that.
Well,
Chili's.
I'd be curious. So Bose,
Yes.
let me ask you this: were you a? Did you see this Dr. Seuss stuff that was going down?
Well, the thing is, I'm not a big fan of Dr. Seuss books, only because I can't read them.
Right. I know some of the words are tough.
I mean, I saw the pictures.
Right.
The pictures were great.
Right.
He's a great artist.
Yes.
But
Fantastic.
the words were
Right.
way out of my league.
So these were the 6 books that evidently they were going to not have published anymore. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if I heard of 5 of them. I may have heard of one of them, but
Go ahead.
And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street, If I Ran the Zoo, McElligott's Pool, On Beyond Zebra,
Okay.
Scrambled Egg Super, and The Cat's Quizzer.
Oh, well, that sounds dirty right there.
Those are the 6, right? So
That's
so
dirty.
somebody
The
goes,
Cat's Quizzer.
Wait. Dr. Seuss has 60 books, so these 6 books are shit canned,
Okay.
right? I can tell you right now, I've never heard of them, right?
All
Definitely have never read them. You couldn't read them, right?
No, I
I
can't.
haven't read them.
No, I can't.
Sally, you ever hear any of those 6?
No, I haven't heard of any of them, and I know that he passed away in the 90s or something, 1990s.
Yeah, so he hasn't had a new book lately.
But they have a museum for him, and they purposely around 2014 took those 6 books away.
Okay.
I think they were just kind of
now, but so I know people are in an uproar because why not? Half the population has to get their panties twisted about something on any given day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, taking those 6 books away from, there's still Green Eggs and Ham.
Yes.
Right, and Red Sock, whatever, freaking.
Oh, God.
Fox, whatever.
Listen.
But to me, it would be like I watch the Marvel movies. I like the Marvel movies.
Yes.
This would be the equivalent of taking the Hulk and Iron Man 2 and never showing it again, and nobody would give a flying shit about it.
You know,
Exactly.
I actually watched
you know,
Iron Man 2 again.
Not
and
as
it's
good as 1 and 3.
better than you think.
Not as good as 1 and 3.
Because I remember like leaving Iron Man 2 when it first came out, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is awful. And
1
then
and 3 were better, though.
I watched it again, and I was like,
Because you
wasn't
like,
bad.
what's his name, right? Who's that? Sam Rockwell? Was he the other guy? Was he?
oh
No.
yeah, he's in that.
Yeah. But
yeah.
but 1 and 3
And
is
which
better.
Hulk? Which Hulk do you like and not like?
The Hulk in the other Marvel movies when Ruffalo plays it is great, but
I love
but
that,
the
yeah.
Eric Bana Norton
Norton, I didn't
movies
like.
were
Yeah.
just unwatchable.
Yeah, no.
They were terrible. But anyway, that would be the equivalent to me of, or it'd be like if they redid the Brady Bunch and they executed Cindy and she was never on. Would you miss her? No, not really. Or Bobby, Cindy, one of them. Pick your Brady, and there's still 5 kids, Alice and Sam.
Yeah.
Right, and
yeah.
the mom and dad, and who else? Like you can get by
Put
with 5.
Sam in its place.
Right, yeah,
Whichever kid you got rid of.
right. You don't need to. And that house would have been way more harmonious with the extra bedroom. No,
Yeah, one
the guy was an
bathroom.
architect, and these kids were all lumped together in the same. It was like a slumlord.
Listen, it's right next to the whole Home Alone thing and what the father did for a living to be able to afford everyone on vacation.
Crystal
and-
meth lab, right?
I was thinking that in the
100%.
basement. I was thinking that in the
100%.
basement. You never seen the whole basement. You only see a part of it.
Yeah,
when the guys
McAllister
fall- yeah.
was seriously. He was Walter White. I guarantee you, he was Walter White. There's no way they sold that house a couple of years ago.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I had some. You want what? I'm gonna have to like disband myself from over here. I had
So,
a
Bo, so
couple of-
you're not upset because you don't read Dr. Seuss books. Like your son is 8, right? Did he ever any Dr. Seuss books in the house, or he went straight to Playboy?
No, actually, he went to. He wants to watch like It.
Jesus.
I mean, he has a fantasy. He has this weird fantasy of having everything in his room look like from a horror movie, like It, Jason, Freddy Krueger. I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Picture you on the night table.
With drawing of the red, like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
dashes and the
Wow,
and
he went
dots.
straight to scary teen.
Yes, no, he scares the crap out of me. He really does.
Wow. Hey, by the way, Bose, random thought while I'm thinking about it. Hey, listen, to all our lovely listeners out there, you're on Facebook, you're checking it out. Do me a favor when you get a chance. Check out our buddy Pat Marone's Facebook and vote for Pat Marone for Best Chef. He's in the contest right now. Top 10 advanced to the next round. He was currently in 4th place, but we want to get him over the top. And if you haven't had a
Where do you vote? Is it on
right on his
Facebook or
Facebook thing? If
something?
you
Okay.
if you search for Pat Marone, there'll be a thing to vote for him. Go on and you get a free daily vote on Facebook if you want.
Yes.
Or you can. Here's another cool thing. You can donate money
Really?
to the food thing, pantry or whatever.
Okay.
And for each $1, you get an extra vote for him. So that's pretty cool too.
So you could buy the votes.
If need be, you
All
can
right.
buy the votes. But
Okay.
it's.
I wish I would have done that
If
on
you know
Pazuzu.
Pat Marone, he's first of all great chef, really good guy, funny guy, and but might make the best meatballs around. By the way,
You didn't hear my comment, did you?
no, go ahead.
I said I wish I could have done that on Pazuzu.
Yeah. Well,
Buy the
you
votes.
didn't.
Buy
I
the
would have
votes.
put $3 in for you, and you still would have lost.
You could have put like $3,000 on me.
Yeah, you got your ass kicked.
Dude.
That, by the way, the call-in voting or the online voting was
Yeah.
just a thump.
Yeah, you got screwed in that.
Let me
got-
tell
no,
you,
you
listen,
got thumped.
Let me tell you how it was really weird because you could see who voted for who. It was weird, like even my old elementary school friends that I knew, like at elementary school, and even my wife and daughter, they voted against me, and I was like,
I mean,
really,
I-
really?
I may or may not have voted for you.
I voted for you both.
Thank you, I appreciate.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I voted for you reluctantly.
Okay, we'll go back to the Home Alone thing.
Anyway, vote for Pat Marone.
Yes, vote for Pat Marone. He's a great chef.
The Home Alone thing, right? The crack house.
You had Joe Pesci and the other guy that was with him, as you know, the Wet Bandits, Sticky Bandits. Okay.
the Sticky Bandit and the Wet Bandit, right?
And I just found this out. I'm today years old, where I found out that he did the narration for Wonder Years.
Who did?
Oh, the other guy?
Yeah, the other guy.
The guy who flooded the
yes,
homes?
the one where you put the spider on his face, like it's like I don't know his name.
I didn't know
Anybody
that
wanna type
either.
in the comments his name? Yeah, type his name. Type his name. So, anyways,
I like you. Do you like John Hughes movies?
yeah.
What? Oh, John Hughes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I Home Alone. I've watched Home Alone or one of the Home Alones so many times, and I never get tired of them. It cracks me up every single time. I mean, the abuse, especially in the first two, where he just beats the shit out of them with everything in the house. You know, nails, paint cans,
Yeah.
tool chests coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
When you're
Bricks.
feeling bad for the robbers,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a beating.
Yeah. It's just like that one scene where they show in slow motion where he's about to step on that giant nail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like gives you the
Or the blowtorch.
Yeah.
I can't. I
Oh yeah, the blowtorch, and then the sticky, like the feathers and the glue and
Yep.
all that.
We
shit.
got the semi-tarred and feathered.
Yeah.
Might have to go ahead and get rid of that movie then.
Right.
Tarred
Love
and
that
feathered.
movie.
But anyways, oh, and by the way, my favorite John Hughes, Uncle Buck.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Still Uncle Buck.
Uncle
Breakfast
Buck's
Club?
better than that.
No, Breakfast Club? No, come on, really? I mean, come on.
Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles.
Oh well, okay, well, keep it, Pretty in Pink.
Yeah,
Yeah, Pretty in Pink.
Home Alone, damn it, Home Alone.
Okay, Home Alone. Home Alone.
No, Uncle Buck's a great movie.
All right. Wait, we jumped off
Daniel Stern.
of Daniel Stern. Thank you.
Who said Daniel Stern?
Kevin Scott.
Kevin Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin
Okay,
Scott.
movie guy, make it. Wait, you know,
Films on tap.
Phil's
Very-
on tap. Fridays 9:00 on Gov's Radio.
Yes.
That's right. And
Yeah.
we
He's
love that
very
show.
interesting.
The whole cast is great. Honestly, I wish we ran our show like they ran that show.
True. Very true. Very true.
Like every
because-
time Kevin talks, I'm like, oh, that was like a really good point.
Yeah, that's what you do. You should see what Bosie does. It's almost obscene. But Tim and Carla and Kevin.
Yes. Oh, and going back to Green Eggs and Ham. My God.
Are you offended by this book too?
No. Listen. I have this. I never admit to like laughing out loud incredibly on something, but I have some sort of
Neither
evil.
does anyone at your shows, by
Pretty
the way.
much. But what Mike Keegan said this past Tuesday, some evil part of me found it completely hilarious. I'm not going to repeat what he said. I cannot repeat what he
Wow,
said.
teaser to go check out Domestic Disturbance.
But it was, for me, it was obnoxiously funny. Of course, he got his ass chewed out by Carla, but still, moving on.
Yeah, but there's worse ways for him to spend a day. I mean,
So,
right? So, so Domestic Disturbance, worth the listen.
yes.
Okay.
And, and then also, like, if you have free time and you, like, you want to, instead of, like, rearranging your sock drawer, checking out an empty parking lot, you can utilize that time to watch, I guess Limo Talk, because Bobby's birthday was recently. And
Is
he
there?
turned,
They got an anniversary coming, right? When's
yeah,
their anniversary.
18 years?
No, how many years? 10, 5? What? How many years? Don't they have
20,
an anniversary show
29,
coming?
32? I don't know.
I don't know. Are you on the mailing list?
No, I'm not. No.
Good,
No, I don't even
good.
get a postcard.
Good. So, Boss, you know what today's date is,
It is March 4th.
and you know what was supposed to happen today.
Yes, because I listened to my 10-10 wins. They were supposed to storm the castle again.
Yes, but the QAnon people.
Yes.
Okay. Which, by the way, come on. If you're, I'm wondering. So, we talked about you with the hobo atmosphere, but
Yes.
let's figure this out. Let's say there's a room, and you
Right.
have to walk in and say, "That's the weirdest fucker in the room." Okay, and these are the people in the room: a QAnon person,
Yes.
a Scientologist,
I feel like I've had.
a flat earther,
This is difficult.
and you.
Aw.
I'm still the weirdest person.
You
in
are
the
the
world.
least
I'm
weird
the least
person
weird,
in that
really?
room. Don't you
Really?
think so?
Still a hobo.
Still
a hobo.
Right, but
Thank you.
but not a weird hobo.
Not a weird hobo.
Right, but
okay.
But so the QAnon people, these are the same people who felt that that Trump was there to basically bust up a satanic pedophile cult.
Yes.
Okay, which by the way didn't happen.
Right.
And they believe that March 4th, that
He was
Trump
supposed to be
would be
reelected.
put back in office, inaugurated again.
Yeah.
Now you know why they picked March 4th.
No.
Are you familiar with the history of March 4th?
No, I remember the 5th of November.
March 4th up until 1933
Yeah.
was Inauguration Day.
Okay.
So they felt that
Oh.
this was going to be
Oh,
the
really?
day he was going back in. And now, here's the weird thing. The day the Capitol got stormed, they said that the night before or the night of, that rooms at Trump's Washington, D.C. hotel were being reserved for $6,000. That rooms tonight, that the price was the price jumped, the reservation price went from $600 to $1,331. So they were taking full advantage of these freaking wackos allegedly coming into town to
Really?
right. But you got to admit, these people are loyal. They are dedicated.
You know,
I mean, they're nuts, but they're
every
dedicated.
time,
right?
between people I see driving on the road, between the wackadoos that are out there, and I'm bring out wackadoos again. Listen, I would have loved if that Thanos snap thing really happened. Half of the population on this planet gone. I would be okay with it. I'm so okay with it.
Whether you were one of them or not one of them?
Exactly. Just
Really?
get rid of half because, like,
Really? That's a lot of people have.
It's okay.
Well, like, look at it this way. There's 4 people in your family. You'd
Yeah.
be okay with 2 of them being gone.
Shit happens. Shit happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 3 people in this studio right now.
Yeah.
Thanos snaps.
Oh, since I'm the heaviest, I'm gone.
Fair point. All right. Sounds like win-win.
Oh my God.
Anyone know where you can get some Infinity Stones and Thanos?
So where was I?
I don't know. You were rambling.
Oh!
So we were talking about
Jesus Christ.
so they were under the impression that today, and
Yes.
I didn't watch the news today, but I guess I missed the inauguration. Did it
You didn't see
happen?
it?
Like, is he back in office?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
And he's part of the Patriot Party,
Oh, okay.
the new party that was going to be formed too.
Nice. Okay. So, all right. So Biden's out already. So he had a
Listen.
good run.
Listen, I can't stand it anymore. Like, as much as I like to listen to it, I mean, it's right next to the whole thing of like they haven't found anybody to fill in Rush Limbaugh, so all they do is play his greatest hits, which is him babbling about the same thing for the past whatever he said for the past 2 months.
I never
They're
listened.
replaying it.
I told you this
So-
when the guy passed. I don't wish anything on anybody. I don't, other than seeing him a few times on Monday Night Football, which I thought was insanity.
Right.
I couldn't tell you 10 seconds of his show. Couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know what he.
The
what he
Democrats
said
are
that-
simply going ahead,
I couldn't-
and they're
couldn't tell
taking
you.
away our freedoms. These people, they need to be going ahead,
Actually,
and
really good.
they need to be going ahead, and they all need to be put in prison. All these Democrats and these liberal-minded people, they all need to go ahead and burn in the fiery hells in which I am living in. I'm Rush Limbaugh. Check me out every time, WPNR.
Wow.
We
Wow.
have
You-
Don Sill in the house.
Don Sill. By the way, Wednesday nights, Don and Benny doing Pazuzu. Now, Bose, you're familiar with Pazuzu, right?
Yeah, I am.
Where did you put your trophy?
I put it in a very noticeable place where only, blind people can see.
Oh, okay.
You know?
What place was that exactly?
Over my fireplace.
No. What place did you come in?
89?
You win?
89?
Were you the champ?
No, I wasn't.
You lost in the finals?
No, I didn't. I didn't
Semifinals?
No.
Quarterfinals?
First episode, first show. It's like, yeah, you got to go.
And they gave you a participation trophy?
No. But hey, listen, a year and a half later, I got my "You're Awesome" T-shirt.
I got one.
Oh,
I got one.
okay.
You're awesome. You're more awesome.
But hey,
than I
wait,
am.
hold on. 3 days from March 4th. 3 days.
Gone.
1, 2, 3. Do you know what that is?
March 7th.
March 7th.
Wow, very good. No, that was the day that you challenged Helen Witt in Pazuzu.
I challenged her.
Yeah.
I was invited to be on the same show with Helen, who's very sweet, by the way.
Right.
Yes, we that's right. A year ago, I think there was a show. Were we the last Pazuzu show? Me
I
and Helen?
believe so.
I think you
Yeah.
are.
Wow, we
Yeah.
shut down Pazuzu.
Yeah, you did.
Somebody
Yeah,
owes us a
Don.
big
sorry.
thank you.
Don, I'm so sorry.
I think you were the first and last show of the new season.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won that night, and yet no trophy.
You notice that?
And there was like Benny was telling me it was something about a $10,000 cash prize.
Once again, it's right next to my whole thing.
Nothing.
I got the next drink.
Nothing. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So I actually have been writing letters to Albany for about 10 months now, saying please open back up because Bosie owes me cocktails.
Exactly.
Finally, I'm like Andy Dufresne writing those damn letters in Shawshank to get the freaking library money. All because I wanted them to open back up so you would reach into your communion money
Listen, I'm
and
telling
buy
you.
me some cocktails.
I'm telling you, as soon as the clubs open, okay, we're coming in here, and I'm definitely buying your first.
Hold on. I will
3
come in,
drinks.
I will come in and drink with you under
Right.
one condition.
I don't wear a blazer. All right, come in. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to come in like Lieutenant Dan, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I just think
Okay.
that,
Okay,
or
blazer.
or if you want to put this on and you probably could sell cookies outside. And,
Really?
Score
really?
big. Yeah.
Really?
yeah, I mean, it's a nice little blazer you got there.
So, okay.
Lane Bryant.
Oh no! Not shut up. God damn, you know that's for fat people, right?
What?
It's like Jesus.
Male or female?
It depends.
What
Yeah.
side's the button on?
Why did I look? Why did I look, everybody? Why
Because
did I look?
even you are doubting the purchase.
Jesus Christ! I
That's
truly
right.
am Polish.
So,
Yes.
so Tony asked this question today.
Okay, which was?
I didn't have an answer.
Okay.
The club's open.
Yes.
Who's going to be on them stages? My only answer
Mario
was
Bosco.
it would probably be Long Island comedians because Long Island Club and
Kerry Karavis,
Okay,
Joe DeVito.
go ahead. Are you just spitballing here, or do you know you got inside information?
Tony's love bug. Joey Cola.
Joey Cola.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good guess. I bet you he has to be because he always opens new properties for them.
Well, he opened a new property. I know, just reopen.
No,
Now, is
think
Tony
they're
allowed in
serious
his
about
shows,
that.
or is there still that restraining order?
Like I said, I mean, I'm going to say all the regulars.
The big regulars, right?
The big
Okay. And I said
yeah.
the only thing that would make it not likely is if they already had shows booked because they didn't know New York was going to be opening and they had something booked in Jersey or Pennsylvania or Florida or
Right.
wherever. So, okay.
Yeah,
Now, Tony then asked, what is the odds of you being on stage when those things open? And I said, 0.
Oh, I'm right with you.
I said, we'll be in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
maybe if we can get in.
Same.
Right,
Same.
100. So,
Yeah.
well, I'm definitely going to be in the crowd with you because I'm not paying for my drinks.
Well, of course.
We've already
Of
come to
course.
that,
And the meal.
right.
And the meal. I'll even go for the meal. I'll even go. I'll listen.
Sally, is this being recorded?
It is.
I heard meal and I
Free
heard
drinks.
drinks. Okay.
Meal and free drinks.
That's good. Okay.
All
You also
on
said
me.
2-drink minimum.
Yes. 2-item minimum. 2-item minimum.
No, and drinks.
Oh, okay.
I will order 2 items and 2 drinks.
Okay, no problem. Don't worry about
All
it.
right,
It's all on me.
Can Sally come?
Of course.
It's amazing,
Of
like
course.
during COVID, like how much gasoline I've saved. Like you know when I actually like have to fill up a car now, I'm almost shocked. you know,
Really?
that I'm driving around all over the place now.
See,
yeah.
now you
You
haven't
probably
had
don't
this
feel that
problem.
way, yeah.
And
No.
I get. I mean, I don't do as much driving, but well, it's not true either. I used to go on the train a lot into the city, so I didn't. There were days where I wouldn't drive at all. But
you must save a lot. Not
oh well,
going
I
to
don't.
the
Yeah,
city
the
and
train ticket was almost what $275 a month or whatever. I haven't bought that in a year.
Right. Saving.
So saving
Yeah,
it for
yeah.
drinks
Yes.
and first day out.
Second day.
Yeah, second day out, and
Yes,
then
yes,
rehab.
yes.
Then I don't know what rehab's going to cost, but
Elizabeth Batapede and Nikki Singh. Good evening.
now
Anyways. Share!
is that how you
Anyways.
pronounce it?
What? Nikki Singh?
No,
Why not?
is it pronounced Batapede?
I don't know.
Batapede.
I think it's Batapede. If it's incorrect, then I hear everyone else calling her, Batapede. So I was like, I'm going to go with
Okay.
Batapede.
I mean,
it's like
but-
centipede, but Batapede.
Well, how is your name actually pronounced?
My name?
Yeah,
Bose.
Jeff.
last name
Bosie.
Bosie.
Yes.
Right, but we call you Bosie.
Bose, the Bose, yes.
Your last name, how many letters?
4.
My last name, how many letters?
4.
My last name gets butchered like
Yeah.
nothing else.
It's Rada.
It's Rada, but everyone 90%
Rita.
No.
I
Rita,
just want
Retta.
everyone to know that I'm
Right.
the first person at Gov's Radio to get Plagianos correct.
Really?
I am.
Wow. So you
For,
can get
like,
Plagianos,
months.
but like I was like Rich Retta and Jeff Bosie.
I think I got you right?
Right.
I know Tony always got your name right, and I always
He
got
did.
Bose right.
Tony was one of the few, but yeah, no one ever does.
Listen,
But Plagianos, they nailed down Plagianos.
I could say it and spell it faster than everyone. I'm really proud of it.
I thought it was Plagianos.
Plaganos. Love Andrew. Great guy. Listen, I will say, what was it? It's working on my, well, I guess, do we count the year of COVID? We were still doing
What,
stuff.
what do you mean? As far as a performer?
Yeah, well, yeah. in
We
comedy.
should count.
you-
Listen,
you
let's
can't
never speak of
count.
our
No?
performing careers again.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
mean,
okay,
let's
okay.
be honest. I mean, if you, how many shows do you think you did?
What last year?
No, in total, how many times you've been on stage performing?
I've lost count after
About.
6.
You lost count after 6.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Take
really
a
know.
stab.
I don't know. Maybe 25, 30 times.
Okay. And now,
So.
what do you figure? You got 3, 4 laughs?
No. 6.
2?
6.
Six?
Because I lost count after 6.
6
Yeah,
laughs.
6 laughs.
All right.
But my whole point was when I first started in comedy, and I went to what most comedians do. We go to open mics. Okay.
Yeah.
Except for you, okay, because you're a diva and a professional, and
I didn't have time. You guys
Yeah.
go to open mics like they're giving away freaking food.
You're your own muse.
Yeah.
So
this is true.
but I remember I went to the first one, and I never really like knew this person. He was the person that holds open mics on Long Island, but he got my last name correct on the first shot. He never heard my name, never, blah, blah, blah. And he said Bosie. I was like, wow, you actually scored points. I hate you that
And then
much.
he
less.
said, "You suck." Got your name right, and then said,
no,
get
he
out.
didn't say you suck
No.
because
"You like open mics?"
it's a gathering place.
I mean,
That's
it's
all
good
it is.
practice, right?
Hey, yeah, to hear no laughs, yeah, it's great practice. Yeah.
So like that's why I said if I want to get no laughs, I'll just go do a show. I don't need to go to an open
Pretty
mic.
much. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like it's a place for gathering. We all it's the cheers of like failing comedians.
You-
No?
Wow.
Hey,
This
listen,
is Long Island's comedian friend Jeff Bosie, trashing everyone in the community.
Listen, I'm there too, so I'm no better. So it doesn't matter. Teespring.
No rhyme, no reason mug. Govs Radio.
Yes. Good stuff.
What's today's date?
The 4th
So that gives us what? How many days? What do we got?
until
296 days till Christmas.
exactly.
So 295 shopping days.
Yes.
Or is it leap year? No, leap year would have passed already, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
296 days till Christmas.
Creepy how you knew that. Mugs.
Teespring.com. Get yourself a Jeff Bosie inflatable,
Yes.
or get it for the one you love, or get it to be the one you love. Whatever. It's your inflatable. You do what you want with it. Bose,
Yeah, dude.
we got a few more minutes left. You know what? You're not a sports guy, which kills me that you're not a sports guy. I'm flipping
Yes.
the channels today, getting ready to head out of the house, and I'm like, oh my God, spring training baseball's on.
Yes.
You don't care about baseball?
No.
I
Not
don't
one
even-
iota. Don't care.
I mean,
Do you see the physique of me? Okay,
But
I don't play sports.
when you were a little kid, you didn't go to
No,
Little League
because-
or,
no,
or-
because- no,
or,
because there was no-
even soccer.
No, no, it was-
What'd you do? Lick bus windows and just go home and you didn't do nothing.
No, there was Dad wasn't around.
There were no video games yet, right? What were you playing?
There was-
Pong.
No, I didn't. No, my parents couldn't afford video games. I know it was.
You had a pet rock didn't
at
you?
home. It was at home listening to the Dancing Queen by ABBA with my mom all the time, and soap operas
Jesus.
and like
What
listen.
was your go-to soap opera?
Well, it was. Well, I would like to say General Hospital because it had some guy. No, that wasn't it. Okay.
Yeah, according to Tony Walker, the people are in the show that aren't in the show.
He got in the car and he's like, I know he was in General I'm like, stop it.
You know,
he knows
at-
whether he's in a soap opera
You know,
or not.
the thing is like at this point of history, we have Google. I'm just saying, we have Google.
Doesn't mean he knows how to use it.
I mean, like that's why I was throwing up Night Court because I was like, I looked up the guy because I
Wait
was
a minute,
like,
hold
let's
on
check
a
him out.
second. Back up a minute.
Yeah.
You
What,
watched
Google?
soap operas. At what age were you at?
Oh, it was like, well, back then you only had the one TV. Remember, there was no three TVs
so
in
you
a
would
house.
come
There
home
was
from
no-
school at what age?
Oh, I don't remember much of my childhood. I mean, I really don't remember anything like 5, 6, 7. I do remember. Wow, I don't remember most of my childhood. Holy shit!
Like were you
Wow.
like, were you like watching like Luke and Laura? Or
No,
were you,
I know. We had listen. I would catch. We had General Hospital. All the soap operas. You had General Hospital. Whatever. Listen, any one of those that were on in the 80s, I was forced to watch. I was able to
Saddest
snag
thing I've ever heard.
I was able to snag the TV on Saturday mornings while my parents did whatever in the bedroom to watch.
They were wrestling.
They were doing laundry.
Yes. And why is mommy breathing heavy? Because I'm choking her.
Yeah.
So, God damn it. Why did I do that?
Because daddy's at work.
Yeah.
That's why.
Exactly. While he's out sleeping around. So like I said, I remember I remember the night courts. I remember all these, the TV whatever was available on TV. There was no cable until I
Favorite show as a kid was
Amazing Stories.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, in fact I bought the set, and I replayed it last night because my internet went out. So I was like, break out the DVD, time to watch some Amazing Stories.
Wow. And is there a favorite Amazing Story?
Yes, because it relates a little to me. There was
oh Jesus.
Gather Ye Acorns, and it had I forget his Rappaport. I forget his name. He was one of the how do we call them? Oh, midgets and
little people.
Right. And actually Mark Hamill.
No, Mark Hamill wasn't a little person.
No, he wasn't a little person, but he was in it.
Okay.
And
towering over everyone else.
Just the one guy who played
Luke.
No, not Luke. No. Anyways, moving on. One of my favorite episodes. Gather Ye Acorns. If you buy If you buy Amazing Stories, watch it. It's great. Okay, moving on. I don't want to sit here talk about
that. Was
my
your favorite
crap.
show?
That was my favorite show.
Amazing Stories.
Yes,
okay.
It was.
And now, what's your favorite show?
It's between
Films on Tap.
Well, Films on Tap. Then Domestic Disturbance. Then, of course, our show when I'm feeling like constipated, and then when I really feel like I needed to take a lot of drugs, then I'll watch Limo Talk. And listen, you know what I loved last night, and I actually enjoyed. Christy Miller, I love her. She's amazing.
She's so
yes.
Why do you say it like that? And I actually enjoyed. You
went
in skeptical.
And I'll tell you why. I actually enjoyed it because she was on for the full hour versus where she usually gets cut off because her internet is crap like mine.
I don't know what. So. I don't know why that happens. Like every single week.
With BIOS,
I've double checked her her time slot. She's got like 15 more minutes to go, and it just cuts out.
Liz Batapede said you got her name right.
Oh, thank you. And then All My Children. That was another one. All My Children.
Wait, what time were you out of school? Weren't these things on at noon and 1 o'clock and something? What time were soap operas on?
I don't know.
Didn't you get home from school at 4?
Then
there was Dynasty and Dallas, and those were
on at night.
Yeah, I caught those too. Wow. Anyways,
terrible, horrible. So no sports. You just I'm gonna watch General Hospital.
No sports. Listen, my father wasn't around to play sports with me. Mom was too high as a kite. So, there was no sports. There was nothing. There was no father and son time. So you're
like the reason they must have invented the Big Brother, Big Sister program. Like you just needed somebody to come.
I was the reason.
Let's have a catch.
I was the reason. And now let me touch you in the no-no. Thank you, Uncle Rick.
You didn't have any uncles.
I had 2. One lived in Brooklyn. The other one lived in
the guy
Boston.
in Brooklyn had to be at the sports. Come on.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he didn't come around much?
I saw him once a year. Listen, there's so much things that did not happen in my life.
Such a hallmark.
It is. It is. Listen, if you're gonna write a movie, I can tell you the whole layout, and you'll sit there and
actually, this isn't a Hallmark one. This is more like AMC, where there's death and destruction.
What, AMC,
like Hallmark is happy ending, and AMC is always fiery explosion at the end, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I'm sorry to drudge up.
So everybody, I had a shitty childhood, and that's the reason why I got into comedy. And if you had a shitty childhood, you should too.
Do you feel it impacted your fashion sense in any way?
Absolutely. I had zero. Listen, God, my mother dressed me. It was one of those childhoods.
Still?
No. I remember going into a Macy's, and I went through the Oprah Winfrey, but larger span where it was I was anorexic child, fat, between the age of 9 to 19.
You were a pudgy kid? You were like Luther Vandross, up down kind of guy?
Oh yeah, I was all over the place.
Do we have pictures of Fat Bosie?
Possibly. I would have to go ahead and like.
Do they?
look.
They're not wallet size, obviously.
No,
Okay,
no, they're
okay.
8x10, so you can see me.
8x10s front and back. Nice.
And
I had
remember-
no idea there was a because your high school picture is, or shortly thereafter, is lean Bosie.
Yeah. And then I went back into fat fuck Bosie.
You're like Marie Osmond. You did like Slim Fast, or you did whatever Nutrisystems, or
No, I wanted to get laid. That's why I lost all the weight.
Well, sooner or later, it's going to happen, pal.
Well,
I mean, you do.
Eventually.
You do. You put the work in. You're dressing sharp.
Hey, listen.
I mean, I feel
I'm
like
trying.
one day. I mean, play your cards right.
So we go to Macy's because that's where you went to shop for clothes. Macy's, right? Right? Okay, that'll work.
For the wealthy people,
That'll work.
Yeah,
or
I was
whatever.
J.C. Penney's with the Garanimals, but okay.
Yeah.
And
Did you ever mix and match the animals? Like,
Yeah,
were
you
you
got-
like, oh my god, I wore a zebra with a lion, and now I'm a
Yeah,
rebel.
I went rogue.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go
Don
get
wants to know when Bosie was molested. So what age was that?
That was about an hour ago,
pretty much
behind
Pretty
the
much.
dairy store.
Put on these shiny shoes. So I remember I was looking at this one pair of clothing, and my mom from the other side of the store yells, "Jeffrey!" And I hate when people
How
call
old
me
were you at
Jeffrey.
this time?
I was about 7 or 8.
So you were still small, Jeffrey. You weren't chubby, Jeffrey.
You were.
I was
You
like I
said
said,
9 to
well,
around-
I was working into chub. Like I said, when I say 9,
So you were like Augustus Gloop.
pretty much.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but definitely, I was like I said, between 7 and 8, because I feel that's a good time frame. So from the other side of the kids' clothing area, my mom, Jeffrey, I don't know why you're over there. You belong over here in the husky section.
Why, you got fat shamed at 7 by your own mother?
By my own mother.
Wow.
I was like, all I know is I couldn't run into the dressing room fast enough to hide my head in shame of sitting there saying like, I gotta be adopted. I have to be adopted.
So you felt husky was an insult?
Yeah, husky was.
Husky
They
isn't
like husky. It's like
I mean,
listen,
if you called a girl husky,
Listen.
but not a boy, like a husky fella is not an
listen,
insult.
listen. For some reason, I equivalated.
Yeah.
New word? Is it a new
Oh,
word?
we got a new one. Equivalated.
I equivalated husky
Yes.
to fat fuck.
Really?
Yes,
At
I heard-
7.
yes,
At 7,
I-
you said my mom's calling me a fat fuck.
Exactly. She said husky, 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 and I was like, I'm a fat fuck, really, really fat.
And this
fuck.
was before, correct me if I'm wrong, but this would have been around,
80.
85, 86?
Yeah, close enough.
So
Around the
this
time-
was pre-string cheese.
Oh, it definitely was. Yeah, yeah it was. It
Because
was
if you had string cheese back then, you would have been
way bigger.
a big boy.
Well, I think what contributed was all the nights of eating Chinese food, and they would. What was it?
love
I think
Chinese food.
What was it? And then I think they put Coke, Pepsi,
How do you,
Pepsi
wait a
in my
minute,
bottle.
hold on. You can't get. What does Walker get from Chinese restaurant?
I
the
can't.
cookie?
I can't go to Chinese restaurants. With
I was
him.
going to say, because he would eat nothing.
Yeah, we went to one place that actually had a steak, and and he hated the steak.
Wow.
Yeah, there was like too much
Wow.
seasoning on it,
Wow.
so I have to like cheat on him and take one of my sons with me.
There you go. All right. So, both you were a big Chinese food eater. You shopped in the husky section.
drinking sodas.
But
and,
but were you able to find something you liked?
well, no, because Mom picked it out, and then finally,
Was it brutal? It was brutal.
finally, my father said, "Will you let him pick out his own clothes and stop embarrassing him?"
Oh, that was nice.
Who picks them out now for you? Because what I'm getting at is that possibly Mom was onto something and possibly saving you. Did you pick out something good?
What happened to your dad? Did he pass away when you were young or something? Or did he
no,
was like,
no,
oh,
he-
okay. I thought
no,
you said
no,
you didn't
no.
have your dad just didn't watch sports with you. That's
No,
what
he didn't
was.
do it. Like, no, my father was gone. And when I mean gone, he was always working or he was like sleeping with, like whatever, girl you can find for $40, so, those are the things that you cherish in life,
Yeah, sure. I mean,
And then, like, hey, listen, like, father, like, no, I'm joking. I can't afford
$40.
I can't afford $40. I can't
if you
afford
could
it.
afford $40, you wouldn't be wearing that jacket.
Exactly. You hit the nail right on the head.
Well, you would have bought 3 more of them.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
when you got that jacket, how
Yes.
new is this jacket? On the way here,
Saturday?
Saturday.
Right after I got the haircut.
So you go. I'm going to get myself a new jacket.
Yeah.
Well, there are other colors on the rack.
Yes.
And what were they? What were the ones that didn't make the cut?
White,
Go on.
pink,
Okay. Where were you shopping? Toys R Us? What clown store do you go to for your clothes?
Black,
talking
black,
the
black,
sticks so
navy
far.
blue, dark blue. There was I have all of these.
So white, pink, black, navy blue.
Yeah.
And you said, you know what?
I'm
Screw it.
I'm going
full on
olive.
olive. Nice.
Hey, listen, you know what? It's different. It's different, you know? And I'm pretty sure the viewers enjoy my my jackets, you know?
Well, the ones who are just listening, yeah.
So, anyways, so that's my story in a short as far as, like, not liking
So,
sports.
I'm sorry I like sports because that was the saddest story I ever heard just because I asked if you like spring training baseball. I want to go home and sit in a warm tub now and just basically,
Listen,
someone throw me a radio.
the moral of the story is hug your children.
The moral of the
But
story is
not in that special
no.
way.
The more I think. Okay, listen. There are certain events in someone's life that if were reversed,
Yes.
things could have been different.
Absolutely.
So, if we were to fly back to 1986,
Yes.
and you're in Macy's,
Yes.
and you heard, "Hey Jeff, why don't you look over here? They have some really cool colors and clothes over here," rather than, "Hey, you fat little fuck, you should be in the husky section."
Yeah.
Do you think your childhood would have been different?
No.
Okay, then. So you'd still have this traumatic stress of your childhood shopping.
Listen, like the fact that my mom called me a fat fuck in Macy's was only an inkling of the many things that were yet to come in my life. Okay, so
In Plagianos, Bosie was shopping in 1987. Yeah, last Saturday he was.
and that's what that explains the jacket.
That's right. Wow. Sally, Andy says cheating on Tony with your son is his kind of dysfunction. We do. I mean, this is something, right? This is below Mason-Dixon line conversation. We're not judging. People do what they do. Anyway, boss, I like baseball, and
So do I.
And I played sports as a kid, and
Oh, that's special.
I'm not going to apologize for it. I probably had I had some. Well, listen, you were an only kid, right?
yes.
I had 3 sisters.
Ah.
You think you had some bad clothes?
Well,
You try
hand-me-downs.
worse. They would do the laundry. Back in the day when we were little, what color was every pair of underwear that you got when you first got them? not after a week. White. Right. Well, my twin sister loved the color red. So almost all the time, something got in with the underwear. So when you're a kid and you were in gym class,
You got
and
pink
all your
underwear.
underwear is sort of pink,
Yeah.
shit goes sideways quick. So you think you had it tough? I mean, I never had the husky year as a child.
Let me ask you though: were you picked in like during sports in school? Were you picked?
Of course.
Okay, so you went up to me already. I told you, no matter what.
You were never picked.
Never.
So the class literally played a sport, and you just stood by the wall the whole time.
It was pretty much like, it's okay, Jeff. Next time. It's okay, Jeff.
How
next
bad?
time?
How a mannequin could play dodgeball.
Oh, no,
No, you couldn't
No.
even play dodgeball.
no. I was.
So there's no sport where
If-
you
if-
go. If somebody said to you, "Listen, I have a briefcase with $1 million in it. You need to excel for one day at one of these sports.
Okay.
Which sport are you picking? Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, bowling, tennis,
Bowling.
golf. Can you
I can
bowl?
Yeah, I like bowling.
I didn't ask you if you like it. I said, could you excel at it?
Yes, I could.
Do you know if you're righty or lefty?
Righty.
Okay. And
Yes.
you know how many? If I was to ask you,
Yes.
from 0 to 5,
Yes.
how many fingers go in a bowling ball?
3.
Okay. So far, we're on the right track. So you've been bowling.
Yes.
When was the last time you went bowling?
4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
And you excelled at it.
well, as much as I could. I
Dude,
mean, like I'm a little round.
Hold on.
So
Bumpers or no bumpers?
no bumpers.
Okay.
No bumpers. No bumpers. No
Okay.
bumpers. No bumpers. I'm pretty good at this. I am pretty good at this.
All right.
You
All
know.
right. So that's your go-to. So
Yes.
sport.
Okay.
So you're
bowling.
into
Okay.
sports.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
listen, but the thing is, the point I'm trying to get at is like, listen, for weeks we would always play like, duck, duck, goose, and I wouldn't even get picked as Goose.
Really?
Never a goose.
Wow.
Always a duck, never a goose.
Who did you ever see yourself growing up to be the legend you are now without having any sports in your youth?
I think because of my childhood, it chiseled me into who I am today.
Chiseled might be a little bit of an exaggeration.
Okay.
Glump.
I'm gonna say sculpted, more like clumped together.
Yeah. Like I always tell people, they go, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" And I used to tell them, kidding around, I'm a model. I'm the before photo. You get the gym membership. I'm the guy on the left, and then the other guy's all jacked, and you'd be like the before guy, before Rogaine, after Rogaine, before the gym membership, before
Before everything,
before sports,
yeah,
right,
before life.
So all right, so if anyone listen, basically,
check out Elizabeth Batapede.
Your mom was preparing you for marriage.
You know what?
Actually, compared to marriage, Jeff's childhood was fantastic.
All right, Christine O'Flattery. Next week. I will find one of those legendary pictures of me as a kid. I will definitely make sure that it is scanned and ready to be put on the screen for next week. I will do that just for you. Okay?
But I think
seriously,
I think Kristen should not eat dinner until after next week's episode of No Rhyme No Reason, in case
she has to vomit.
In case the picture,
yeah,
gets the gag reflex going.
I'm telling you, it's gonna definitely look. I'm definitely gonna look like one of those.
Did you look like the kid from the Goonies? Did you look like did you look like Chunk? Did you look like the kid from Sandlot? Ham?
No, more. I would be more of like the photos of where it's like, if you were a child and touched by the clergy.
There's nothing worse than a slow-footed altar boy.
Now come over here
so
now, and
sad,
I want you to go ahead. I want you to try to taste this communion right here. No, I love.
But
no,
it's Wednesday.
No, don't you be worrying. I'll be telling all your confessions to the good old Lord.
What, were you an altar boy?
I was altered.
Were you an altar boy though?
No. Wait.
What?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
I feel like there's trauma here.
No.
Sally,
altar boy.
if he doesn't look, does he look like, if you were to pick it right now, Cub Scout, altar boy?
Either way, I'm touched by an adult.
What would you pick as?
Neither. I can't see him do
Really?
neither.
So
Yeah.
so then when were you molested?
I don't know. I can't remember. I tried to block that part of my mind out.
Garage comedy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely. 100%. Yeah.
We learned so much from you today, Bose. But listen, our
wow.
our hour of meaningless banter went by so quickly.
Jesus Christ.
But we have homework for next week. I love
Yes.
when we have homework. We had 3 jokes, which, I mean, let's be honest, those are keepers. God, yeah. Now we got
Pictures.
Luther Vandross, Marie Osmond, Kirstie Alley, Bosey photos.
Yes, you're definitely going to have those for next week. Yes.
Before photos.
Yes, definitely before. Before BB.
Now,
Before Bosey. Yes.
I imagine you wore a blazer. Were you a blazer wearing kid?
No, I did not start. I actually did not start wearing. Like I used to get dressed up. I used to wear dress shirts and jackets and I used to get when I was single, and I used to get all dressed up because I wanted to look, decent. And then marriage happened, and I was like, well, fuck this. I'm done. I don't care. Listen, right now, if someone took a shit on my face and said that's your paycheck for the week, I'd be like, okay, fine. I'll just try to get.
Some people pay extra for that.
Listen, I'll take a baby wipe and call it a day, and I'll call it the week, because you want to know what? The only thing I know I have to do is make sure I'm cleaned up, dressed up, and take a shower, and come to be with Sally and Rich for No Rhyme No Reason every Thursday at 7.
Wait, so you showered?
Yeah, I did that too today.
Wow.
I did that. Thank you.
It's Thursday. Shower Thursday.
Thank you, Bosey. Well, folks, I'd love to tell you that we brought meaning to your life for the last hour, but what we got to here was watch the news tomorrow. There's a good chance Bosey's not going to make it. He could be. I mean, if you're friends with Jeff Bosey, try calling him every hour to lift his spirits a little bit.
Make sure that the rope hasn't
And if any of our listeners, and hopefully somebody, anybody's having a picnic of any kind this year, and you think there's going to be wiffle ball or dodgeball or something, call Bosey and let him come down and play. I mean, come on.
Please.
I mean, is it too much to ask to get you to put him on your team? And if you're going bowling, there's your ringer.
Right here, I know where to put all 3 fingers.
And the only thing missing from that outfit is bowling shoes. That I guarantee you right there.
Exactly.
Those red and white bowling shoes. But,
Exactly.
Bose,
Hey,
always love seeing you, my friend.
Same here, brother.
Sally,
Love you.
always a pleasure. We love you, and we're glad you come in and keep us right on the air. And
Oh my God.
thanks everybody for tuning in. And don't forget,
you're
listen,
so
a lot of great
big.
shows on Govs Radio. Start going when next week. Will govsradio.com site. You're going to be able to check out all the website's being revamped. It looks amazing. The shows are going to be broadcast on govsradio.com. And you'll be able to go on and you'll be able to chat with us and you'll be able to click on and see all the shows. The website is now in the 21st century.
It is.
It's
Love
looking,
it.
It's
Looks
looking
amazing.
good.
And every day there's more changes.
It's
so,
looking good.
Stay tuned.
Don't forget to watch all the other great shows at Govs Radio. Tomorrow you got tonight you got Limo Talk with Graz and Bobby and Richie and Mike. And tomorrow you got films on daytime you got Knock 'em Dead Comedy with
Love them.
Sally, Tony, and our buddy Andy Plajanos and Ken. And is Tom Galati on the Saturday?
He is.
Tom Galati, Comedians in Cars, back on
5:30.
Saturday, 5:30. And then don't forget to check out Films on Tap tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Great show. And if you love
Yes.
movies and stuff, it's awesome. And last but not least, please, please, please vote for my friend Pat Marone for Best Chef because he's a good chef.
And
Kevin Scott makes me
Susu
hungry.
on
and Pazuzu,
Saturday.
Yes. Pazuzu,
No,
yes.
is that-
No, that's
Yeah, what am
What?
I thinking?
What?
I'm crazy.
You're
And then
crazy.
Sunday we have Chef Felix.
Chef
Felix.
What do you think he's making this Sunday?
I do not know.
It'll be
salmon.
nice.
How about
Salmon?
salmon.
Really? Why? Why salmon?
I like it.
On a Sunday?
Why not?
Okay,
'Cause
salmon
I want
Sundays.
something saucy and cheesy on a Sunday.
Well, for him, it's salmon Sundays. And you know what that means?
No.
Time for us to go.
We got to go. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll
ya.
catch you next week with pictures of Bosie.
Mwah!
Woo!